representatives of the Manchester City Academy who played a vital role in both supporting, certainly in training, and appearing, some of them in the first team, like Liam Delap, Tommy Doyle, Cole Palmer. You have to be pretty good to get into their group, I have to say. And Phil Foden will be an example, Gary, to them all.
Well, Manchester City have been a club that have done brilliantly on the pitch in the last few years, but they do things really, really damn well off the pitch as well. Their youth and academy system is successful.
And like asking Colin Bell's son, Dr. John Bell, consultant radiologist at the Christie Hospital in Manchester, who was inspired into medicine after spending time with his dad, who had an injury towards the end of his career. Sadly, the football community, particularly the Manchester City football community, in mourning still for the loss of the man they called the King. Colin, John's dad, scored over 150 goals, 500 appearances.
Was diagnosed with a brain tumour last year, had his operation back in December. Over Christmas,
proud moment for John himself, with thoughts of his father, I'm sure, in his mind as he makes the walk with the trophy that's going to the club beloved by the Bell family, Manchester City. And to be in the official presentation party, 15-year-old Jake Tyndale, who has recovered from a brain tumour last year, had an operation in December. The City players sent messages of support and goodwill. He's currently on his road to recovery. We wish him well, and he's here with the Chief Executive of the Premier League, Richard Masters, to make the presentation. Now we go to the backroom staff. Brian Kidd is there. Led by Juan Malillo, Rodolfo Borre, wonderfully named Carlos Planchart, who does a lot of the planning for the charts from the data.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment.
The ageless Brian Kidd.
Like no other. The global health pandemic has seen us play matches without you. Our fans here to cheer us on. Truncated cameras meant to...
Now we're getting to the business end of it.
Really has a week passed without a big fixture.
The man who sets the standards.
The passing of Colin Bell.
Who was worried, Gary, I guess, back in September, October. But, as I said in the commentary, he felt he didn't like watching his team. Can you believe that?
No, you saw those comments before from all of us as pundits on Sky watching Manchester City, and it looked like the decline, and then that spark was lit. We were at Stamford Bridge and something just happened. It came alive. There was this supposed meeting of the players, and from that moment on it became a procession, but it wasn't always in the bag. There was a point in the season where it looked really desperate for Manchester City.
With love and passion from afar, help the players keep going.
And they didn't have the fans to help them out of that particular predicament for almost all the campaign.
This remarkable season. Please welcome the Premier League champions, Manchester City!
He lives for winning. Not just trophies, but the matches. Week after week, as Gary says, almost 3 times a week this season. And the high fives for a very successful 5th season in the job. There was talk, was he going to stay in the job? Then he signed the contract for another couple of years. And Pep is in his prime. And he hasn't finished yet with this football club. Not just a guard of honour, a Guardiola of honour. Now, according to the schedule, next up is a player with whom he showed a touch of sentimentality, the manager. It's the Avenue of the Stars. Maybe the biggest reception for the man who modestly stays at the back. And on the point of the turn towards the trophy, they will be held, and individually they will go up to get their medals. Very, very special moments.
Please welcome to the podium our goalkeepers, beginning with number 3.
I mentioned the sentimental touch he gave Scott Carson the game. The third choice goalkeeper, 35 years old, his first Premier League game for 10 years. He played at Newcastle earlier this month. But he doesn't qualify for a medal. Unlike the backup goalkeeper, Zach Steffen, who also had one game in the Premier League at Chelsea in January, but rewarded for his consistent appearances on the bench. But the undisputed main goalkeeper, Edison, Gary, a word on him.
Absolutely outstanding. It mesmerises me every time I watch him warm up before a game and I see his kicking, but he saves Manchester City so many times in games. They don't concede a lot of shots, but at the moment they need him, he's there.
And here is the Football Writers' Footballer of the Year, Ruben Dias. What a signing. And a very responsible young man, part now of Pep's new leadership group. The Wonderwall partner, John Stones. And they weren't breached today, despite the fact that Ruben Dias did give away a penalty. The renaissance of John Stones, his third Premier League medal. New to the club this season, Nathan Ake, from relegation to celebration after his move from Bournemouth. And in the mix for the centre-backs, Aymeric, Laporte, but before him, out of order in fact, is Zinchenko, who came good in the second half of the season. They paved the way for Aymeric Laporte. An amazing win record, 83% when he plays, but he can't get a regular place in the team these days. But he did score the winner, of course, to the Carabao Cup final. Here's the fun-loving Benjamin Mendy. Unpredictable off the field and at times on it.
Number 27, Joao.
Well, Joao Cancelo was suspended today, red-carded at Brighton in midweek, but he has upped his stats. 13 Premier League starts last season, 27 this season. And he really has bought into the Manchester City way of playing and raised the standards that are set here.
Number 50,
Eric Garcia. Talk of him going back to Barcelona. He was signed from, but he gets a medal to take with him if he does make that move, alongside Aguero, of course.
Our midfielders,
Rodri.
16,
Lots of appearances, 53 in all, coming on as a substitute today. Another one who's found his best form this season. Very popular, Bernardo Silva. His third Premier League medal. He won the title in France as well with Monaco before he came here. And it's time for the local hero, Gary Neville. A word on him.
Well, it's just absolutely incredible. What a football player. I know it's his third title, but it feels like his first just because of the contribution that he's had this season. It exploded into life. The potential has now arrived. It's just been absolutely sensational to watch.
Gabriel Jesus scored his 50th Premier League goal for Manchester City today. Well, yes, it is your turn, Sergio, for the 5th time to get a Premier League winners' medal. 2 goals on the last day. He's stolen the show. Ferran Torres, one of those who's going to take on the role of Aguero. He's done very well. Remember, 19 goals this season for Manchester City and for Spain. Hat-tricks for both club and country. It's the man with the golden touch, the first touch to die for. Riyad Mahrez, who won the league, of course, with Leicester. And has now done it twice with Manchester City. Now they're into the 5 captains, as Pep Guardiola likes to have this leadership group. Kyle Walker the first. A goal against his old club Sheffield United in Sheffield will be a moment from this season he will cherish. But back to his best, no doubt about that. Maybe İlkay Gündoğan, the surprise package of the season. The top scorer, Gary.
I actually thought he was a game changer for Manchester City in and around December, January, February. He was absolutely outstanding and was as much a part of that resurgence in Manchester City's season as anybody.
Raheem Sterling. Maybe not always seen eye to eye with the manager this season. And a cursory acceptance of the medal. But they are out there celebrating in the rain. And here comes Kevin De Bruyne, the star amongst a stellar squad. Modest, self-effacing. Simply brilliant. Well, there's one more to go. For a man who has accepted responsibility off the field and on it. The longest serving player once Aguero goes, been here since 2013. A medal for Fernandinho. And setting up the trophy lift itself. In dark times for us all, they have re-emerged as by far football's brightest light. A Premier League season like no other, and Manchester City are the champions. Bring back memories, Gary. Moments like this, I can't imagine what it must feel like. You can.
It's the greatest achievement. The endurance test over a season, all the work that everybody has to put in, the ups and downs, and he knows how to navigate it, and he's done it like I never would have believed that you could do it in this league. the first Manchester City team that won the Premier League was a team of fine players, physicality, but it's now fluidity. And they're a delicious collection of football players, technically gifted, diminutive, and he's done it in a way in which only Pep Guardiola could do.
Still remaining a first Champions League final. They've had the retaining of the Carabao Cup, but this is the regaining of the Premier League. No wonder Sergio rubs his hands. It's that kind of moment. A season which really has tested their resilience. Very little preparation for the campaign. Their own determination pushed to the limit. But the quality of their football has made the watching world smile. And in 2021, there's no greater compliment than that. Well, they're wet already, so the champagne won't make too much difference. Kyle Walker, I understand, is the one player who does the big Aguero goal roar as well every time he sees him in training. There's a couple of old stages together. He will never get tired of this. And if he does, it'll be time to go. And it's certainly not time for him to go.
No, he's obviously one of Europe's great coaches, but I think to come here and almost build two teams, which he has done with his second one that's won the title, it does put him up with the real greats of English football in the manager stakes. To do 3 and 4 years is something really, really special. It's something that, a question that we asked 3 or 4 years ago, could he come here and do it? Well, he's done it, and you put him up there with the great managers of the last 50, 60 years in English football. He's outstanding, he's a genius.